I knew a Navy officer nicknamed the Wolf, not because he was mean, but because he genuinely looked like a wolf, tattooed up to his neck. Skinny, dark-skinned, sunburned, sharp gaze, and that walk of someone who's already seen too much. He had sea, air, and land training, yeah.
Those are SEALs.
And even so, he was calm, but calm in the sense that his hand didn't shake with the wrong people. When I met him, I was just a damn rookie. I hadn't even been out of basic training for a month. Still, I had to join him on a reconnaissance mission, one of those outings filled with heavy silence. We were passing through a park at night where there were some really tall trees, and then we heard the leaves rustling. We thought it was a dog, but there was a hawk perched there. The bastard was drunk, hanging onto a branch. We kicked the trunk twice, but we didn't even need to. He fell down on his own. And you know how this goes?
If the big bird falls, it sings.
They sat him on a bench, and he revealed that a group from the northeast was waiting for us. They later arrived angry because their money and cargo were taken days earlier, and a leader was detained. And that's when Lobo just nodded his head, like saying, yes, it's true. He himself had been in that operation. That's when my stomach tightened.
As a recruit, being scared was normal.
What really surprised me was that my buddies got excited instead of scared. They wanted to go find them. Halcon explained to us that the ambush was set up in an L shape. Some were up on a hill, others on a street ready to trap us. They said their height gave them the advantage.
Poor fools. They didn't realize no one has an advantage once the Navy finds you.
I can't give details, but I'll just tell you something. They didn't feel the first hit. You just saw one drop, not knowing where it came from. Then everything broke loose. The ones who were up top tried to run to a truck, but their own guys didn't even wait for them. They got in and took off fast, leaving them lying there like dogs on the road. One of them had a shot in the leg. He was bawling, yelling for them to come back for him. I had him at gunpoint, so he'd drop his weapon. Then Lobo appears, checks his leg, and suddenly sticks his foot into the wound. He didn't do it for fun. He wanted him to reveal the other's location.
Where are the others, man?
Where's the guy? He cried, screamed, spat, and ended up pointing at some rocks, and yes, there were others hiding there, huddled up like rats. When we secured the wounded man, we saw he still had a radio turned on. El Lobo picked it up, listened to it for a moment, and on the other end, they were saying, "They've already jumped."
Where are you? Is everything clear or what?
El Lobo laughed, but it was one of those short, awkward laughs. He got closer to the radio and said,
Don't look for them, I have them here.
and he threw the radio away. On the other end, they were left speechless. Not a single copy or Roger, nothing. And the wolf just stared at me with that look he had and told me calmly, like he was giving me life advice. And that day, I understood what kind of bastard he was and what kind of life I had chosen.